What is going on, man? What is going on? You already know who the fuck I am. I'm your boy, your bullshitting host, Warren G. The place beefing, clown sucker reef since 2003. Meaning you can't finesse me. Yes, I do have this mullen tee right here. Gotta have a mullen tee. You feel me? That is a requirement. Shout out to everybody out there at the Park Plantation. Shout out to everybody that's handling business, scratching and surviving and doing what the fuck you need to do to survive. Hey man, it's very important that you do that shit. Shout out to everybody out there. Shawnee, Philly in the building. Erica, Florida in the building. Stand up. Tasha in Vegas. Tamisha in New Orleans. No Compromise. I mess with you big time. I know No Compromise on the East Coast. I think No Compromise in New York. I'm not sure. Shout out to everybody out there. 066, I fuck with you heavy. Man, what's going on, man? You already know, man. I'm back. Black in a motherfucking building, man. What is going on? Niggas paying they bills? Niggas talk about Happy New Year. Like, nigga, you just brung the same bills from 2021 to 2022. So I'm saying, shout out to everybody out there that's, you know what I'm saying, trying to stay healthy and do what they need to do to survive, man, because it ain't no joke. Shout out to everybody out there that is on their health kick. Hey, man, I wasn't really on my health kick. I ain't gonna lie. I had a couple of hot links from Andy's kitchen on the west side, man. I'm about to go back there. I do apologize to my Muslim brothers and sisters, but them goddamn hot links is bomb. I'm sorry. I just can't. And I love to support a black business. So shout out to Andy's Kitchen. Shout out to all the black businesses. You know what I'm saying? It's very imperative that we support our own, because if we don't, who the fuck is gonna do it? So shout out to everybody out there that's doing that shit. Shout out to all the Sambos and Cools and Mammies and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't played the music in a minute, but eventually I'm gonna get the music and start playing it for people. You know, we are gonna talk about today Joe Biden's Babble. The Biden Babble. Oh, that's what we gonna talk about. That shit. I mean, just babble. Don't even know what the fuck he talking about, but we gonna get into it right now. Gonna cut this clown ass music down. We gonna get into it. You already know what it is. Man. Did y'all see Joe Biden? That motherfucker forgetting what he was saying and shit. Man, let's not look. Yeah, look. He's Joe Biden. That is Joe Biden. And I'm Kamala Harris. And that is Joe Biden. That is Joe Biden. That is Joe Biden. And I'm Kamala Harris. But that is Joe Biden. And that is Joe Biden. And that is Joe Biden. And I'm Kamala Harris. Remember that shit? I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? The nigga just want to know if he's actually the president and he's making this fundamentally sound decision. This bitch talking about he's Joe Biden. Bitch, we know that. She sound like a mammy like a motherfucker. But anyway, I see your boy Joe Biden trying to make his little speech. So we gonna go on here and I'm gonna see if I can pull up the motherfucking speech and shit and see what he's talking about. You know, he was trying to shit on Donald Trump. Of course, everybody shit on Donald Trump. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this shit so you can just hear from my perspective exactly what the fuck this motherfucker was talking about. Because motherfuckers love to talk about Donald Trump. That's like a nigga, that's like a nigga that's a thief, and you talk about thievery, and the nigga that's the thief, but don't nobody know, be like, yeah, man, I can't stand thieves. Wait, hold on, nigga. We got your hand in the cookie jar too, motherfucker. But this is the type of shit that we deal with you Biden sexuals and motherfuckers that love Joe Biden. So here we go.
About what happened in 2020.
Tell us.
Even before the first ballot was cast, the former president was preemptively sowing doubt about the election results. He built his lie over months. Wasn't based on any facts. He was just looking for an excuse, a pretext to cover for the truth.
My thing is, when are we going to get those reparations? When are we going to get an anti-black racism hate crime bill? When are we going to get a foundational black American anti-black foundational black American hate crime bill? Why are we worried about the Asians and worried about everybody else? You know, that's the shit that tripped me out. I'm going to keep saying this, and I want everybody to hear me and hear me good. Why is it that foundational black Americans built this country for free without repayment, but everybody want to come over here talking about they came over here with $1 in their pocket? I'm tired of the Asians. I'm tired of every other racial group acting like They came over here in the struggle and they built their wealth off of their own backs. No, your wealth was built off of black labor. You have no black labor. You have no United States of America Incorporated. That's how that shit worked. And I'm tired of everybody acting like they came over here and they just worked so hard. No, you came over here for unearned benefits, as Dr. Claude Anderson talks about. Y'all some fucking freeloaders. So if you cannot trace your lineage back to slavery, and you came over here talking shit about foundational black Americans and people who built this country, you're a fucking freeloader. And you're an immigrant and you don't belong here under the pretext of you didn't build the country. And if you have so much racial pride, this is the question I'm going to question to all you other racial groups. Then take your bitch asses back to the country that you came from. What the fuck are you doing here if you have so much racial pride? I understand that. You're in the United States of America, but all these motherfuckers want to show all these damn racial flags and shit. And I'd be scratching my head like, but you're from another country. So why don't you just go back to that country if that's what it is?
He's not just a former president. He's a defeated former president.
That was a year ago. We still talking about Donald Trump. Because you know what the Democrats going to do to y'all. Man, look, the first 4 years, Joe Biden got to clean up. Joe Biden and Kamala got to clean up what Donald Trump fucked up the first 4 years. And then the second 4 years, he going to do shit for black people. Yeah, because he going to really do shit. That's the same sucker shit niggas was saying for Obama. Well, the first 4 years, man, fuck Obama and Michelle Obama. Them motherfuckers ain't do shit for no niggas. Not in the context of reparations, not in the context of why don't you speak on foundational black Americans and our plight and how we are treated. And when you're dealing with the dominant society at the corporate plantations, when you're dealing with them at these major corporations, look how they treat niggas. They always try to use these little words and do these little word play games and shit like that to trigger you and to have you give them some type of reaction. But what I've learned and what I've done at the corporate plantation is I've mastered the art of having a rebuttal, but in my rebuttal, I know how to be emotionless and get straight to the point.
Defeated by a margin of over 7 million of your votes in a full and free and fair election. There is simply zero proof the election results were inaccurate.
This motherfucker might got Alzheimer's or some shit. This motherfucker sound fucked up. The results. Hey man, wake up, huh? Oh yeah. I'm the president, huh? What's my name again? Hey, get the fuck out of here.
In fact, in every venue where evidence had to be produced, an oath to tell the truth had to be taken, the former president failed to make his case. Just think about this. The former president and his supporters have never been able to explain how they accept as accurate the other election results that took place on November 3rd. The elections for governor, United States Senate, House of Representatives, elections which they closed the gap in the House. They challenged none of that. President's name was first.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about, man? And this is the problem with black folk too. Stop being mesmerized by when a dominant society motherfucker get to babbling and shit. He ain't even making no sense. He ain't even talking about nothing that's even relevant to what the fuck is going on right now. Man, what the fuck is this nigga on? But motherfuckers like, man, Joe Biden, he was really getting in their ass. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Then we went down the line. Governors, senators, House of Representatives. Somehow those results are accurate on the same ballot. But the presidential race was flawed. And on the same ballot, the same day, cast by the same voters. The only difference, the former president didn't lose those races. He just lost the one that was his own.
Oh, this nigga is babbling, man. I can't even listen to no more. This the same motherfucker that was like, why do I gotta pay for the sins of my great-great-grandfathers and ancestors? That's not my problem. That's exactly what he said. Well, why don't y'all tell it to the white Jewish community? That ain't my problem what Hitler did. Motherfuckers don't never be bold enough to say that shit to the white Jewish community, but motherfuckers say it to black people all day long. We built the country for free with no repayment. our repayment is. And then I'm tired of every other goddamn racial group talking about we should give black people. It's immigrants trying to tell us how we should be receiving motherfucking reparations. You're an immigrant. You don't even fucking belong here. You're a fucking freeloader. And I will tell a motherfucker too. When motherfucker be like, no, okay, well then give me your lineage and trace that shit back to slavery. Because nigga, if your name is some name that a nigga can't pronounce, then I don't even want to hear that shit. If that's your last name, I don't even want to hear the shit. No, I ain't want to hear the shit because you know you're a freeloader. Motherfuckers always talking about coming to the United States of America for the land of the free and the brave for liberty. And man, these motherfuckers are in the pursuit of property, as Dr. Claude Anderson teaches. Motherfuckers ain't in the pursuit for no liberty. They don't give a fuck about no liberty. Fuck liberty. Motherfuckers want monopoly. You know, when you shake that dice up and you get the big six and all this other shit, you go around the motherfucking board and you land on boardwalk and all this other clown ass shit. That's what motherfuckers is coming over here for. It's just like if you live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I was talking about it on Tuesday. If you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, right now, right, you don't own a property, go out there and look at these motherfucking properties and look how much these motherfuckers cost. Las Vegas is an extension of Los Angeles, California. Because these dumbass niggas was jumping around here talking about let's get a fucking Raider stadium. Like that's good for you because you want entertainment. Because you know, we'll take entertainment over real estate. We'll take entertainment over money market accounts, stocks, bonds, 401k, IRAs. We don't give a fuck about that shit. We just want entertainment. I know a motherfucker who will go to every football game in San Francisco and Oakland and LA and all that other shit. But motherfucker barely can pay their rent and barely can do what they want to do. But this wasn't no black person though. This was another racial group motherfucker. And I used to be laughing too because I used to be like, man, fuck that. You a crazy motherfucker. You ain't in the game if you don't own no motherfucking property. And if you are aspiring to get a property, man, much props and respect to you. I just want the people that's aspiring to get a property. Look at all these suck-ass niggas out here jumping around for a fucking Raiders stadium and baseball league and all this other shit. Look at how many people be at the game. You don't see a whole lot of niggas at the game. You see a whole bunch of dominant society motherfuckers at the game. Look at the Laker game. Man, I was watching the Laker game not too long ago. And I watched the Laker game and I'm like, look at all these white people. Niggas can't even afford to go to the Laker game. But motherfucker want to tell me about the Lakers schedule and the score and if we gonna make the playoffs. I'd be like, nigga, you can't even afford to pay your own bills and put gas in your car. It's $5 a gallon for gas in LA. And motherfucker, don't tell me shit about no goddamn Lakers. Nigga, because the Lakers and LeBron and none of the motherfuckers on that team is paying none of your goddamn bills. For real. We need to understand that and be mindful of that shit, man. And stop giving this shit more power than what the fuck it is, man. No diss to sports. I got love for sports. I used to be a big time sports player. You talk to a nigga 16, 17, 18 years ago, all I did was go to the sports book at the Caesars Palace on the strip and have me some beers and watch sports all day, football and basketball. That's all I did. That's consisted of my Sunday. Going to the goddamn sports book, whether it was MGM Grand or Mandalay Bay, or my favorite was always Caesars Palace. I'm going to Caesars Palace. We getting fucked up and having some drinks and watching football games. I'm gonna go get something to eat. At Arizona Chargers, give me a steak and egg dinner for $1.99. That's for all you Las Vegans that's been here for 20 years or more. So you can't tell me, nigga, I'm a big time sports player. I used to be in there tripping when my team would lose. But you go into a cocoon, and then when you come out the cocoon, you different and you learn more. And when you learn better, you do better. You know, like, okay, that's entertainment. These niggas ain't paying none of my bills. And they get more respect. Just like I'm looking at all these niggas just sucker shit with these comments about AB, about Antonio Brown. Y'all don't know what the fuck Antonio Brown got going on. Y'all don't know what type of money he got. He can do that. I've listened to interviews with AB before, and he said some real shit. He was just like, look, man, I ain't trying to be like these washed up football players that they got to be on TV being a sportscaster because they didn't do the right thing with their money. So now you got to keep up and maintain those lifestyles. You ain't do the right thing with your money. If you do the right thing with your money, then you can do what AB did. You can be like, fuck y'all niggas, I'm out of here. Somebody else will pick him up. Niggas always want to shit on a nigga. But you got, what's the motherfucker from the Green Bay Packers? I forgot his motherfucking name, the white boy, the quarterback. That motherfucker lied, said he was immunized. They was like, okay, well, where's your paperwork at? Oh, I ain't got that shit. And ain't nobody said shit about him. But motherfucker want to talk about LeBron and all these other motherfucking black athletes. But niggas be carrying on the banter anyway, man. Niggas be carrying on the banter and, oh, we don't want to rock the boat and all this bullshit, man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm talking about Las Vegas, Nevada. For people that are trying to acquire and obtain property, man, I got nothing but respect for you, man, because it's very difficult, especially in this climate and how they have rearranged the economic bullshit out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Like, you know, you got the stadium, then the motherfucker trying to build a motherfucking major baseball stadium out here and all that. For white people, they don't give a fuck. The majority of white people got money. And as Tariq Nasheed says, they also have $1 million worth of whiteness. So they good. So while you jumping up and down with them niggas is gonna always be good. They go do black tar heroin on Las Vegas Boulevard in Owens, and they are one shave and shower away from being your motherfucking supervisor with your goddamn master's degrees and shit. So while you up there talking about, oh, I got a master's degree and all this other shit, I was talking to this one sister. She's not a foundational black American. And I was talking to this one sister. This is a while ago, and she was just like, oh, don't you want to go to school and all this other shit? And I was like, oh, you got your degree? Yeah. I was like, but look, we doing the same shit, but you trying to tell me to go to school. Man, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I just was like, man, y'all don't get it. Nigga, this is the game of life. Your degree is an educational corporate plantation passport. That's what it is. And it's no diss, because I want you to use that passport to get other melanated brothers and sisters on the corporate plantation job. So I'm not mad at you, but don't take that passport and flip it and thinking that you're better than the next nigga. That doesn't work with me at all. It is very imperative that we start banding together and being on code and decoding shit like what Joe Biden is doing. That's why I'll be making fun of Kamala Harris. She didn't even know what to say. Charlamagne God was like, well, is he the president? This is Joe Biden. You know, she just kept saying it over and over again. I'm like, oh, this is a dumb bitch. They picked the most dumbest bitch I've ever seen. You're not articulate. You don't know what you're saying. And you were a side bitch in San Francisco. And nobody is talking about that. You know why I ain't talking about that shit? Because that's they mammy. That's they mammy. They know who they picked. That's why you ain't hear nobody talk about that shit. Let a nigga run for president right now. He got a side bitch or two. That's the first thing they bringing up. That's the first thing they fucking bringing up. Oh, you nigga got a side bitch? Oh, okay. Bring this motherfucker out. Air this nigga out. But if they want you and you they man or you they mammy or you they buck or you they Sambo, then they don't give a fuck. They gonna pick you just like at the corporate plantation job. How many motherfuckers at the corporate plantation job, y'all take these supervisor roles, y'all really looking out for y'all people? Or y'all taking these supervisor roles and you up here patting yourself on the back while you sitting up here watching the dominant society treat your people all fucked up at the corporate plantation, and you ain't there saying nothing because you got your lip all pucked out, bucking your eyes and shit, making sure you don't lose your position. I'm so sick of motherfuckers. I done watched that shit my whole life at the corporate plantation. You see a nigga in a position of power, like I said, man, you see a person in a position of power, you think they cool, they flip on you because they showing out for the white people. Then when the white people fire their ass, then they want to come around chopping it up with you and shit. I had that shit happen before. Motherfucker want to be cool with me. Then when they get fired, oh, well, you know how it is, Warren. Like, no, nigga, I don't know how it is. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to understand that and learn that without reading. Like, damn, man, motherfucking black folk in positions of power, they just figureheads. They're Lady Eloise from Boomerang. They ain't trying to help niggas. That's why when you go on these corporate plantations, you always see when is a black person in a position of power, just watch how they act. And it's no diss. This is no diss, because it's natural for you to bend to the will of the dominant society so you can get your paper. I'm not mad at people for doing that. Just, if you gonna do that, go ahead and do that, but don't come around here thinking I'm finna kill myself for these people and stress myself out and grow extra gray hairs because they want me to stress out for them. Man, fuck you. And I'm tired of niggas that are helping other niggas get on, and then you get on and you trick off the bag. You trick off the job. Stop doing that shit too. If a nigga put you on, man, respect that motherfucker for putting you on. Don't trick the motherfucking job off. Because niggas do that shit too. You put them on, they to me the main ones talking about they need a job and all this other shit, then they get on the corporate plantation, they trick the job off, and they had a nerve to be mad at you. I done dealt with every scenario I done dealt with. You get a job, they trick out the job. Then I'm tired of niggas getting on the job, you get into it, and they tell on each other. It's like, well, why would you tell, man? All white people gonna do is sit back and take that as entertainment and get popcorn and get around they white people and be like, these niggas are dumb. All they do is fight and argue about stupid shit and tell on each other. And that's what we gotta get out of, man. That's why it's hard for me to associate with a lot of my people at the Core Plantation. I have to really vet them out and watch and look at them. Because if I don't, you know what I'm saying? I know where to put you. That's why I'm not really a nice person, and I'm not really friendly a lot of the time. Motherfuckers take my laugh and think I'm cool, and then they really get here like, damn, he kind of asshole. No, nigga, I ain't gonna answer the phone. I don't fuck with you. We don't need to exchange numbers. For what? I ain't with that Hollywood shit. Well, give me your number. For what? If you have my number, that's because I really fuck with you. If you don't have my number, I don't fuck with you. And if you do have my number and I haven't talked to you in years at a time, you think you just gonna up and that's not how it works. I just feel like we need to stop listening to the babble, stop listening to all the sucker shit, stop listening to what these people are telling us to listen to. They give you the narrative. So they're giving you the narrative of, oh, okay, you know, Joe Biden is doing a good job, you know what I'm saying? No, they don't want to put out those polls and let you know, nigga, he's got like a 59% disapproval rate. No motherfuckers don't even fuck with Joe Biden like that. You know, they don't even really talk about him no more. They just trying to let it fade away so then when elections come, here they come again, want everybody to vote for Joe Biden, all this other sucker shit. And if niggas do that shit this time, I'm gonna be like, man, y'all niggas don't get it. You know, older people, I don't expect older people to not vote for him. But niggas, if you're 50 and down, if you're 50 years old and younger, and you sitting up here trying to tell a nigga, yo, vote for Joe Biden, that's some sucker shit. And you need to do more reading and research and understand what the fuck is going on. And the number one book I can give you, nigga, is Black Labor, White Wealth. That should be your motherfucking Bible by Dr. Claude Anderson. Read that book. Go sit your dumb ass down in a corner and somewhere in your house and just shut the fuck up and read the book. And get you a highlighter and take notes. Because goddamn, man, this shit is sad, man, where you still got motherfuckers up here trying to defend Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Look, man, that's my time, man. I got shit to do. Hey, man, be on your T's, be on your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Read a couple of pages a day. I'm almost done with my grandmother's hands. It's okay. I'm going to get my synopsis on it when I'm done with the book. But it's a lot of sucker shit in there to me. It's a lot of catering to the white body supremacy is what the nigga that wrote the book called it. A lot of catering to white people in that book and trying to sugarcoat what racism and white supremacy is and not establishing a motherfucking system of justice. But when I'm done with the book, I'll give my little partake on it. But anyway, man, hey, love, live life, you know what it is. If a motherfucker in here talking about, man, Joe Biden gonna do what he's supposed to. Sambo Coon, man, me tell him about the gun line. Hayward Shepherd, Steve from Django. Guilty nigga, I don't fuck with you. Get the fuck away from me. Hey, man, I'm out. Peace.